Everybody keeps asking me about Bitcoin. And what's going on with Bitcoin? What's wrong with Bitcoin? Has Bitcoin crashed? Is Bitcoin crashing? Is it going to go lower? Is it going to go higher? Should I buy? Should I sell? And my answer to you is I don't know. Anybody who predicts the future, I'd like their information. I'd like their contact because I'd like to know the same thing. What I do know is that Bitcoin is here to stay. Bitcoin is not going to go anywhere. I believe in the long term, it's going to appreciate in value. It's going to continue to go up. With that being said, I also believe that timing is very important. And anybody who says it's not important is lying to you, because it is important, right? If I would have bought Bitcoin at 60 before it crashed down to like 16, right, or 65 or something like that, well, guess what? I would have been waiting a whole year just to break even, right? Or if not longer, in this last down cycle. So I didn't. My timing in Bitcoin on this last drop, my average cost was around $22,000, $23,000. Did I time it perfectly? No. But I bought at a price that I was comfortable relative to its last high. And that's what's important, right? It's all relative. So is 85, I think we're sitting at around 85 or 86,000 right now. Is 85,000 a good price to buy at? Well, 85,000 relative to almost 110,000, I believe like $107,000, $108,000 high recently, is a decent size drop, right? You're talking almost a 20% drop in price, 15 to 20% drop in price. And for Bitcoin, that is not that much. Me personally, I'm not buying again at this price. I hold my Bitcoin until I believe that it is overvalued. Now, how do you know when it is overvalued? First thing I look at is where is it at relative to its last high, right? We're sitting at 110 relative to its last high of what, 66, 67,000. Now that's not that much. I know it seems like a lot, but for crypto, that's not that much. To put it into perspective, when Bitcoin hit 20,000, it came crashing down to, I think, 5,000, and then it shot back up to 66,000. So that is a 3x from the previous high. Right now, we're sitting not even at a 100% return from its last high in the 60s, right? So that's not that far. That's not that high. I do look for a bigger gain in Bitcoin, especially if we're going to get more technical with it. Relative to its stock to flow, Bitcoin is currently undervalued, right? So from a fundamental perspective, it's undervalued. From a technical perspective, it is undervalued. So me personally, I hold Bitcoin, and I'm not going to buy again in the 80s. If you're not in Bitcoin, let's say you don't own any Bitcoin and you want to get into the game, understand that the higher the price, the riskier the investment is, right? Because you can get in at 90K and it continue to fall to 60K, right? A 50% retracement from the previous high for Bitcoin is not uncommon. That's actually quite common. So that would be the equivalent of being at 110 and being at 55K, right? Where at 55K, everybody is in dismay and panicking. That's the truth, right? And nobody is buying. That is the time to buy Bitcoin, right then and there. That's when I would be buying most likely. So I do have a very specific strategy that I adhere to for crypto and for stocks. I stick to that strategy. I do not deviate from it. And yeah, so that's my take on Bitcoin as of today. Stay tuned for more.